It's starting to get a little bit tricky now over in the Europa Conference League with 46 games to be predicted. Am I afraid? Am I scared? Heck yeah, but I'm going to come at you next. That's right, folks, back once again in a prediction video. Today we're taking a look at the 2022-2023 second qualifying round for the Europa Conference League. It is the first legs, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe button, bang out today. All things Rovers related, Europa Conference League related, World Cup related, boys. We got it all here, boys. I know, Ruski. That's right, it's getting complicated. Poor me, 46 games, and what is that, 90 odd different clubs from around Europe. Complicated. Am I bloody scared of this? Heck yes I am, but we're going to give it to you right here, right now. In fact, we'll get to it in a minute. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They're the patrons, guys. You know who you are. Smash that subscribe, boys and girls. Anyway, we can't muck about. We've got to get right into it because there's a shite load of stuff to talk about. So here we go. Let's talk a look at the results from the first qualifying round, the second legs, and of course the aggregate score lines. I'm not going to tell you where these guys are from in this one because I'll tell you where they're from in the next bit. So, and again, you guys had a chance to predict. It is for fun. There's a load to get into. So here we go. Athletic Escaldes against Győr United. Oh my gosh, this is going to take forever. 1-0 I picked for Escaldes, but it went the other way for Győr United. Meanwhile, Lana up against St. Joseph FC. I went with a 2-1 win in the end, but it was a 1-0 the other way. Didrita Giljan picked up a 3-0 win over into Turkey. I went with a 1-1 draw. Europa coming out of Gibraltar. They lost 2-1 to Víkingur. I went with a 0-0 draw. Hammer and Spartans got spanked by... they did a spanking. 4-1 over Alashkert. Of course, 2-2 in the end for me. Bredebek spanked Santa Kalima as well. 4-1 in the end. 2-0 for me. KR Reykjavik, a big one over Pogdon Sechin. Is it enough to go through on aggregate? We'll have to wait and see. I went with a 3-2 win in the end. B36 to Shavan with a 1-1 draw against Banja Luka. I won the 3-1 win in the end. Partizani did lose to Sabotalo. Their 1-0 loss at home. 2-0 was my pick going the other way. Crusaders picked up a 3-1 win over the Magpies. 2-0 was my scoreline. Dilagoria picked up a 0-0 draw against Cooper's Cups there. Of course, I won with a 1-0 win myself. SJK Seinäjoki did beat Flora there 4-2. I won with a 3-1 win the other way. Don't look at my scorelines. They're absolutely terrible. Meanwhile, Milsami picked up a 2-0 win over Panevs. I won with a 1-1 draw with the penalties. It was a 2-0 win in the end for Milsami. I don't know if they go through. We'll tell you in a minute. Kano Salgris with a 0-0 draw. I went with the draw myself. NS Mura, a big 2-1 win over Siftov George. 3-0 in the end. Those were the picks. Those were the scores. But what about the aggregate scorelines? Coming at you right here, right now. Escaldes, they are out. Lana are out. Drita Giljan are through. Europa are out. Hamren Spartans are through. That's right. Of course, Bredovich with a big 5-1 win in the end. They're through. Reykjavik are out. Pogdon Sechin coming out of Poland are through. Boye Banja Luka had to, they're going out via penalties here. B36 to Shavan, well done to them into the next round. FK Partizani also crashing out there. Sabotalo with a penalty win. Crusaders with a big win there, 4-3 over Magpies. Moving on forward, we have Kuopion going through. Joining them will be Salakat Jacke, beating Flora there on aggregate. And then moving on, 2-0 win for Milsami on over the two legs. And they're into the final stretches here. Ružomberok through, and joining them will be Mura with a big 4-2 win on aggregate as well. Let's get going because there's more to see. Oh, move over. Move the bloody chair. I can't see it, Dirk. I can't bloody see it. How do we do this? We're going to have to do it like this. So see. How do I do this? There we go. Sneeze and you're with me. That's right. Let's get to the next one then. Paid Lemadeshki up against Dinamo Tbilisi. Ended up as a 2-1 win for them. Got the one bang on the nose. Meanwhile, Differdange, big loss for them against Olympic Ljubljana. Went with a 2-1 win the other way. Meanwhile, Petro Cup with a big 1-0 win over Floriana. Ishketalograd lost to Laci at home. Big win for Dynamo Minsk on the road. 2-1 for them. I went the other way. Ljubljana, big win for Kiljani then. 3-1 for them on the night. Is it enough? We'll have to wait and see. Newtown, big 2-1 win over Tashava, and I got the one bang on the nose. Silgo Rovers, they lost at home to Bala Town. Who goes through? We'll find out in a second. FC Ariat and the Shkëndija 79, 2-2 draw in the end. Trey Flory, the big 3-1 win over Florida Esch out of Luxembourg. I went with the 2-0 win myself. Akademia Pandev lost to Lech Gdansk coming out of Poland, I believe. 2-1 got the one bang on point. KF Lapli, 2-2 draw over Budapest. I went with the 1-0 win myself for the opposition. Cliftonville lost to my boys, DAC Streda, 3-0 in the end. I went with a 2-2 draw myself. Tuzluk City, 6-0 win over Trepenny out at San Marino. And Riga, 2-0 win for over Derry City. I went with a 3-0 in the end. Going through though, Payda Leberskot, penalties 4-4 on the aggregate. Differdange crash out. Ljubljana go through. Petrocub, they are going through with a squeaky 1-0 win in the end. Lachi are through as well. Joining there will be Dynamo Minsk with a 3-2 aggregate win. Ljubljana, whatever they are, they're going through as well. Newton Town 2-2 in the end. Penalties save the day. And of course, they were all joined by Silgo Rovers into the hat for the next round as well. Arat go out. Shkëndija 79 go through. Vola Escher out. Trey Flory go through. Big win for them. 6-2 on aggregate for Lech Gdansk there. And they get joined by Budapest with a 4-2 win. My boys DAC go through over Cliftonville in the end. Trey Penny are out. 8-0 loss there. And Riga, big 4-0 aggregate win for them. They're through. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. We're going to get straight into the deep end now. Make sure you bang your subscribe, bang the thumbs up, and bang the little bell. So here are the next round of games. There's a whole bunch of them. There's about 5 sets of these slides here. So get yourself a popcorn, get settled in, and away we go. Kicking off with Hibernians, I believe, coming out of Malta, coming out up against FC Levadia. I'm going to try and find out. Hibernia, Levadia coming out of Estonia. Of course, top of the shop there, taking place on the 19th of July, so make sure you get your picks in nice and early. Never played each other, these two sides. I should really cut down on the stats because there's a lot to talk about. 42% form for Hibernians, of course, but that went in 4 now. Levadia Tallinn coming into this on the back of just 1 defeat past 6. 67% form, of course. Hibernians haven't won the last 4 games. Tallinn haven't won the last 7. I don't have any odds, so we have to go on my gut. I'm going to go straight to the point now. I'm going to go with a cheeky 1-1 draw on the end on this one. Next, of course, SP La Fiorita. Let's take a little look at this. Oh gosh, this is going to be painful. But we're going to crack on. So next up it is La Fiorita up against Ballkani. Now La Fiorita coming out of, where are they? San Marino up against Kosovo's Ballkani. Of course, never played each other, of course. La Fiorita, 50% form for them. 1-3 and lost 3 of the last 6. Up against the Ballkani side, who haven't won the last 3. Of course, Ballkani coming in just on the back of that 1-0 loss to Zalgiris Vilnius, of course, in the Champions League qualifying. And they, of course, crashed out of that. Meanwhile, La Fiorita lost in the whatever cup, special cup over semi-finals to Escaldes over there. Well, we're going to go on this one. We're going to go with a cheeky 2-0 win for Ballkani on the bloody road. Moving forward, Botev Plovdiv up against APOEL Nikosia coming out of Cyprus. Botev Plovdiv. Let's take a look at them. They're coming out of Bulgaria. That's right. Never played each other, of course, these two sides, but Plovdiv coming into this on the back-to-back defeats for them. 42% form up against the APOEL Nikosia side, who've just won once in the past 6. 42% form for them. Of course, Nikosia did play Larnaca in a bit of a friendly. Botev Plovdiv did play Varashka in the top flight there. They're on to match number 2 of their 3-2 loss for them. No odds again for this. We're going to go with my gut. My gut says an away day win here. APOEL Nikosia with a 2-1 win with the upper hand. Vikingur coming up against my boys DAC Streda. So Vikingur coming out of all the way out of the Faroes Islands. Of course, Slovakia's DAC Streda. Never played each other though. Vikingur coming into this though haven't lost the last 10 games, and they haven't lost any of the last 8 home games as well. Meanwhile, DAC Streda coming into this on the back just a 1 defeat in the past 6, 75% form for them. They did beat Cliftonfield to get to the stage. Vikingur with a big 2-1 win over Europa last time around. Okay, my odds for this one, got no odds, but my pick says a cheeky 2-0 win for DAC Streda on the road. FK Shkëndija up against Klaksvík. Let's take a look at this one then. Is it this bad boy? It could be. It could be. Let me just confirm. Shkëndija, I believe so. That's Shkëndija coming out of Montenegro. Faroe Islands. KÍ Klaksvík. Never played each other though. Shkëndija coming into just 1 win at the last 6, 17% form. Up against the Klaksvík side who've just lost once the last 6, 83% form for them. Of course, Klaksvík did beat Bodo Glimt 3-1 on the night, but of course crashed out on aggregate into the Europa Conference League. Meanwhile, Shkëndija did the same, lost to Lugos Razgrad, and it's been actually 3 games now without a goal for them heading into into this. What do we got on this one? We're going to go with a home win here. 3-0 win for them over Klaksvík to get the upper hand in the first leg. Meanwhile, Kyzylzhar up against Osijek, of course, coming at us on the 21st of July. Where are they coming from? Who are they again? They are coming out of Kazakhstan. Croatia's Osijek, of course. Kyzylzhar, of course, haven't won the last 4 games. 42% form for them. Osijek haven't lost in the last 8. 100% form for them heading into this. They also kicked off their season. Fantastic start to the season over Gorizia with a big 2-1 win for them. Meanwhile, Kyzylzhar did beat Kyzylzhar 2-1 in the second game of the season over in Kazakhstan. Who's going to win this one? I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Osijek on the bloody road. Moving forward, what have we got going on? We've got Kairat up against Kisvárda in the Battle of the Ks. That's right. Also taking place around about the 21st of July. Kairat coming out of Kazakhstan. Hungary's Kisvárda, of course. Now, these two sides never play each other. Kairat, though, coming into this on the back of a 6-game unbeaten run. Picking up 5 wins of the past 6, 92% form for them. Kisvárda also just lost once of the last 6, 58% form. And, of course, coming into this, haven't lost any of the last 5 away games. Of course, they kicked off, they actually played a friendly against Tizgori. They lost that one 3-2 in the end, with Kairat with a big 3-2 win over Ararat in the second game, of course, in the top flight over in Kazakhstan. But we're going to go on this. We're going to go with a draw here, 2-2 in the end. Cannot separate the sides on this one, but of course we'll have to see what happens in the second leg. Next up we have Ljubljana up against Young Boys Bern, one of the bigger boys. Ljubljana, where are you? Coming out of Latvia up against Switzerland's Young Boys Bern. Never played each other though. Ljubljana go. Just one win in the past 4 games, then 42% form up against Young Boys, who of course haven't lost in the last 9 games, 75% form for them. They come into this on the back of a 4-0 win over Zurich in the top flight over in Switzerland. Meanwhile, of course, Ljubljana with a big 3-1 win over Giljani to get to this stage. Of course, no odds here, but my odds going to go with the away side here. 2-1 win for them. Young Boys Bern, of course, ain't no slouches, especially at this level. Next, of course, we have Tobolo coming out of Kazakhstan up against Gibraltar's Lincoln Red Imps. Let's try and find that game. There it is, coming at you on the 21st of July. Let's get into this one then. Never played each other, though. Tobolo coming to this, just 1 win in 5 for them, 50% form. 1-2 lost to and drawn to over the last 6. Meanwhile, Lincoln Red Imps just 1 defeat the past 6, 83% form for them. Of course, coming into this on the back of a 2-0 win over Shipki Kea. Of course, unfortunately lost 3-2 on Agaget to get to the stage. Tobolo with a big 2-1 win over Atobe in the top flight for them over in Kazakhstan. No odds again. Going to go with the cheeky 3-1 win for Tobolo Kostanye over Lincoln Red Imps at the first leg. Are they out of it? Probably, but we'll have to give it a shot in the next round. Ararat-Armenia up against Peda. Of course, Ararat-Armenia coming out of Armenia. Of course, Estonia's Pede Limashnoj coming into this one. Of course, Ararat-Armenia just 1 defeat in the past 6 games for them, winning 3 in the bouts. Meanwhile, Peda coming into this, just 1 defeat past 6 for them, 58% form. They've actually won 2 and drawn 3 over the last 6. Coming at you though, Peda did beat Dynamo Tbilisi in penalties to get to the stage. Ararat-Armenia with a big 1-0 win over Ariat Yemen in the last game of the season. That was the last match, so they haven't played since May, not even a friendly, according to my records anyway. So what we're going to go with on this one, we're going to go with the home side here with a 2-0 win for them. Despite them not playing many games, I think they'll be too good, too powerful in the bloody end. Meanwhile, Valmiera up against Shkëndija. Let's take a look at this one then. Valmiera, where they're coming out of. They are coming out of Latvia up against North Macedonia. Shkëndija, of course, never played each other, according to my eyes. Valmiera code, just 1 defeat past 6, 83% form, 58% form for them for Shkëndija. Of course, just 1 defeat past 6 for them also. Shkëndija Toledo, their last game was against Yerevan. They picked up a 2-2 draw in the Conference League to get to the stage. Valmiera with a big 5-1 win over Dageves back on the 16th of July in the top flight over in Latvia, of course. No odds here. Tight, airtight. Going to go with a 2-1 win, though, for the away side here. KF Shkëndija 79. Good year, good year. Okay, so this one's been flipped around here. So CSKA Sevilla are the away side. Macedonia, Gorje, Petrov coming out of North Macedonia. So they're flipping that around for whatever reason. That's why I couldn't see it. Anyway, let's talk about it, but just bear that in mind when you make this pick. So CSKA Sevilla are the away side. Anyway, coming at you on the 21st of July, Gorje Petrov coming into 33% form, just 1 win of the past 6 for them. Up against the CSKA Sevilla side, just 1 defeat of the past 5, 58% form for them. The result of the first leg, 0-0. They've already played the first leg. So this is the second leg. Bizarre. I don't get this. But anyway, regardless, Gorje Petrov coming into this on the back of a 2-0 loss against APOEL Nikosia in a friendly. CSKA Sevilla picked up a 1-1 draw over Lokomotiv Sofia over in the top flight in Bulgaria. Heck knows what's going on here. Going to go with a cheeky 2-0 win for CSKA Sevilla, but that was bearing in mind that they were at home. Moving on forward, we have Sabutalo coming out of Georgia up against Romania's Stoia Bucharest. That's right, bit of a zinger chicken dinner on this one. Sabutalo, where are you? There they are, coming out on the 21st of July, of course. Never played each other, according to my eyes. Just 1 defeat past 5 for Sabutalo coming into this. Meanwhile, Stoia Bucharest, 92% form for them heading into this. Bucharest haven't lost in the last 11 games. Meanwhile, far. Bucharest have also not lost the last 7 away games. They got a winning streak of 5 on the bounce. Of course, Bucharest picked up a 1-0 win. Friendly, though, over Galatani on the 9th of July. So Bucharest picked up a 5-4 win on aggregate over Partizani Tirana to get to the stage. And back in, of course, a cheeky 2-1 win for Steaua Bucharest in the end. Zura FK up against Maccabi Tel Aviv coming at you. Zura coming out of Azerbaijan. Israelis, of course, Maccabi Tel Aviv. That game takes place on the 21st of July as well. Never play each other, these two sides. 50% form for Zura. 1-2 loss to and drawn to up against the Maccabi Tel Aviv side, who come into just 1 win and 3 for them. 58% form. Tel Aviv picked up a 5-4 loss over Netanya, of course, over in the Israeli something. I don't know what game, whatever that was, but they lost to Netanya on that one. Quite a bag with a big 4-3 win over Zura in the Azerbaijani Cup back in the 27th of May. Nothing's happened since then for them. Going to go with a cheeky 2-0 win for Maccabi Tel Aviv on the road. A surprise result in some people's eyes on this one. Moving forward, we have Shevsky. No, we don't. What do we have there? We've got bloody... Who the heck is this? Who the heck is this? It's SJK from Finland coming at you up against Norway's Lillestrøm. Oh my gosh, that was a bit tricky. Bit of a Scandinavian affair, if I can find it on here. What are they called? A Selajanake. Must be this one. Of course, coming at you on the 21st of July. Of course, Sujanan commences just one defeat past 5 for them, 50% form, 1-2 lost to and drawn to. Lillestrøm winning 4 of the last 6, 67% form for them, of course. Lillestrøm did lose to Viking in the top flight over in Norway, 1-0 loss back on the 10th of July. Meanwhile, Shenzhen with a big 4-2 win over Flora Talland to get to the stage. I've actually got no odds on this one, but Siljanan will take on Ilvels, of course, on the 17th of July, which is today. I'm recording this today, as will Lillestrøm taking on Odd, of course, in the top flight there. So both of them are in action prior to this game, and I've gone with a win for Lillestrøm, I believe 2-1 win in the end to give themselves the upper hand. Into the second leg we go. Meanwhile, Molde coming at you up against Elfsborg, another Scandinavian encounter. Norway up against Sweden, that's right. Of course, Molde 83% form, haven't lost in the last 13 games up against the Elfsborg side, who haven't lost in the last 6 games. In fact, heading into both sides are very, very good, unbeaten about last 6 games. Both of them. Molde with a 5-1 win over Tromsø in the top flight there over in Norway. Elfsborg with a 2-2 draw against AAK, of course, in the top flight over in Sweden. Of course, tight, airtight. Both sides are in action again this weekend. Which way will it go? Heck knows. Going to go with a 3-1 win for Molde here. I think they're too superior for Elfsborg on the night. Again, we'll have to wait to the second leg, of course. FC Cooper up against Vaduz. Come let's take a look at this one. Cooper coming out of Slovenia. Liechtenstein's Vaduz. Never played each other, though. Cooper unbeaten in the last 6 games. 92% form for them. Winning 5 of the last 6. Vaduz, though, coming into this just 1 defeat past 6. 58% form for them heading into this. Cooper kicked off with a 2-1 win over Tambor Senza in the top flight there. Of course, Vaduz with a draw over Arau in the Challenge League, which is the Liechtenstein League, again, on match number 1. So an unbeaten start for both sides into the domestic campaigns, how they get on here in Europe. I'm going to go with a cheeky a 2-1 for Vaduz on the road here, which is a bit of a surprise. So we'll see if I'm right or if I'm wrong in the end. Meanwhile, Kuopion, they're going to be taking on Milsami. There we go. Kuopion coming at you out of Finland. Moldova's Milsami Ode. Never played each other. According to my eyes, 83% form for Coops. That's right. Of course, 4 wins the last 6 games. Meanwhile, Milsami unbeaten the last 5. Pick up 2 wins and 3 draws. Of course, Milsami with a big 2-0 win over Panyevs to get to the stage. Kuopion Palsosa with a big 0-0 draw against Dilagora again to get to the stage. Of course, what's going to happen on the match on the 21st of July? 2-0 win for Cups on this one. Do you agree or disagree? Let me know down below. Lech Poznan coming out of Poland up against Dynamo Botamai then. Lech Poznan, of course, from Poland. Georgia's Dynamo Botamai have played each other just one time, of course. It was a friendly back in January 2022. It was a 2-1 win for Botamai. But coming into this, Lech Poznan have lost 3 on the bounce, 33% form for them up against the Dynamo Botamai side, who've just lost 1 to the last 6. Of course, 75% form for them. Of course, Botamai with a big 2-1 loss to Slava Bratislava, but that was actually in the Champions League, so they've tumbled into this. Meanwhile, Lech Poznan have started off the Polish top flight with a big 2-0 loss to Stal Milic. Of course, not great for them, but of course, can they bounce back with a big win here? We'll see about that. 3-0 win for them, for Lech Poznan for me in the first legs. On this one, FK Shkëndija up against Viborg. Let's take a look at this one then. Shkëndija coming out of... where the heck are they? Shkëndija coming out of Lithuania. Denmark's Viborg. Never played each other. Shkëndija, though, just 1 defeat past 6, 67% form. Viborg, though, 3 wins on the bounce, 75% form for them, and unbeaten in the last 6. Their last match was against Aalborg back on the 29th of May. It was a big 3-1 win in the Danish Cup. Shkëndija Mareopa with a big 2-1 win over Sulaja in, of course, the top flight over in wherever they are. Where did I say? Lithuania. That's correct. Of course, what's going to happen on this one? I think I'm going with Viborg to get something out of this one. 1-1 in the end. Again, we'll see how they fare in the second leg. Moving on, Pognon Szczecin coming out of Brøndby. A big game. This one coming at you for Pognon Szczecin coming out of Poland. Denmark's Brøndby. Never played each other. Pognon Szczecin with the 1 defeat past 6, 58% form up against Brøndby side, who have won 3 of the last 6, 58% form for them. Of course, coming into this on the back of a 2-0 win over friend Emja, a bit of a friendly 2-0 it was. Pognon Szczecin with a big 1-0 loss against Kairat, of course, but they did go through on aggregate. They're actually in action tonight in the Polish top flight, but Brøndby the same as they kick off their domestic seasons. Both sides are expected to win, and will they go into this on with their tails up? Tight, airtight 2-1 win for Pognon Szczecin in the first leg over in Poland. What's going to happen in the second leg in Brøndby? We'll have to wait and see. MFK Ružomberok up against Riga, of course. Let's take a look at this one then. Ružomberok coming out of Slovakia. Latvia's Riga never played each other though. 50% form for Ružomberok. 1-2 loss to and drawn 2 over the last 6. Just 1 win in 5 though. 50% form. Riga though, just 1 defeat past 4 for them. 58% form heading into this. Riga picking up a 2-0 win over Derry, of course, in the Conference League to get to the stage. Ružomberok with a big 0-0 draw. Ružomberok in action tonight up against Skalica in the top flight. They're kicking off their campaign. Riga are in action up against Supernova in the top flight for them. Which way will it go? Tight. Going to go with Riga to get something here. 1-0 win for them to give themselves a bit of a boost into the second leg. Gürza United up against Redeki Nis. Of course, Gürza United. Where are they coming out of? They are coming out of Malta, Serbia, Redeki here. 2-0. They played each other twice. I'll get to that in a minute. Gürza, 58% form, unbeaten the last 4. Meanwhile, Redeki also coming in as 58% form. However, just 1 defeat past 4 for them. The biggest win, in fact, 2 times they played each other in 2018. Of course, there's been 2 wins out of 2 for Redeki over Gürza United. The biggest win was a 4-0 win. In fact, they've scored 5 goals to Gürza compared to their 0. Works down around about 2.5 goals a game. Last time they played each other over in Gürza, it was a 1-0 win for Redeki. That was back in July 2018. Can they do a repeat? We'll see about that. Redeki coming to us on the back of a 3-3 draw in the top flight up against Partizan Belgrade. Gürza with a big 1-0 win over Athletic Club. What's going to happen here? Going to go with a Redeki to get something out of here. 1-1. It might be more than that. We'll have to see when we come back around. Fenerbahçe up against Galaba. Let's take a look at this one. Fenerbahçe coming out of Hungary, I believe. Azerbaijan's Galaba coming at you on this one. Fenerbahçe just 1 defeat past 6, 67% form up against Galaba. Unbeaten in the last 4 games, pick up 3 wins and a draw. Galaba picking up a 1-1 draw in the top flight there over in wherever they are, in Azerbaijan. So they're actually deep into this, actually at the back end of the season. So they've been in action since May. Fenerbahçe with a big friendly over Galatasaray, 1-0 a win for them heading into this. What do we think of this? Going to go with the home side surely here. 2-0 win for them. Of course, giving themselves the upper hand into the second leg. We're kicking on, boys. We are kicking on. How are we doing on time? We are bloody burning. We're burning for time. Let's get into it then. Rapid Vienna. Where are you, Rapid Vienna? Up against Lillestrøm Gdansk. Vienna coming out of Austria. Gdansk coming out of Poland. Yes, I am right. Of course, Rapid Vienna, 1 defeat, actually unbeaten in the last 6 games. Scores 5 on the bout, or 5 wins in the last 6. Lechia Gdansk with 4 wins on the bout, 75% form for them heading into this. Gdansk with a big 2-1 win over Pandev to keep on going. Meanwhile, Rapid Vienna with a big 2-1 win over Adama Waranaka to get to the stage. No odds here. We're going to go with my gut. My gut says a win for nobody. 2-2 in the end. Quite tight, airtight on the first leg. Will make up for an exciting second leg as we kick on forward. St. Joseph up against Slavia Prague. St. Joseph coming out of Gibraltar. Slavia Prague coming out of Czech Republic. Never played each other. Joseph's though just 1 defeat past 5, 58% form. Slavia Prague 1 defeat past 6, 67% form for them. Prague coming to this on the back of a 1-0 win over Pushtas Akademikina. It was a friendly back on the 10th of July. St. Joseph with a big 1-0 win over Lana to get to the stage as well. No one's in action since before this game. Of course, Slavia Prague will go big on this one. 3-0 win on the road to make themselves looking good for the second leg. Kicking off forward, we have B36 Tushaven. Where are you? There they are up against Trey Flory. B36 Tushaven coming out of Faro. San Marino coming out of Trey Flory coming out of San Marino. Never played each other. B36 Tushaven with 2 wins in the past 6. 33% form. Trey Flory coming in as 3 wins on the bounce. Of course, 58% form for them. Flory did beat Fola Esch from Luxembourg to get to the stage. Of course, B36 Tushaven with a big 4-3 aggregate win. Maybe even penalty win over Banja Luka. Monstrous win for them to get to the stage. No odds here, but this one's quite tight. Could go either way. 1-0 win for B36 Tushaven in the home leg. Makes the second leg spicy. Very, very spicy. Of course, a Basel, another big juggernaut coming Fenerbahce from the Switzerland up against Crusaders, of course. That's from Northern Ireland. Never played each other. Basel unbeaten in the last 8 games, picking up 4 wins in the past 5, 83% form. Up against Crusaders side who've just won twice in the past 6, 42% form for them. Of course, Crusaders did beat Magpies though 3-1 last time around, with Basel picking up 1-1 draw against Winther in the top flight over in Switzerland. So not the greatest start for them in the domestic league, but of course unbeaten none the same. Going to go with a big win for Basel anyway, 2-0 win for them on the road. Not that impressive, but just enough to probably seal the deal, I would imagine. Next, of course, we have Antwerp coming out of Belgium up against KF Ballkani. That's right, and from Kosovo. Never played each other though. Antwerp picking up 3 wins on the bounce, 50% form up against KF Streda side, who have just lost 1 to the past 4 for them, 58% form over the last 6. Streda with a 3-0 win over Turku, of course, to get to the stage. Antwerp with a big 2-1 win over Dynamo Kiev in a friendly. Of course, no one's in action and before this game, but of course, Antwerp are in action after this game with the start of the Juniper League over in Belgium. Of course, Antwerp should win this one. Going to go with a 3-0 win, comfortable win for them, as of course they edge closer to getting towards the group stages. CS Petro Club, where are they? Oh, CS Petro Club, where are you? There you are, Petro Club Henczynski. What have I got them down here? Coming out of Moldova, Albania's Laci, of course, never played each other. Petro Club unbeaten in the last 7 games up against the Laci side, of course, unbeaten in the last 3. 92% form for Petro Club, Laci with a 42% form. Laci with a 1-0 win over Iskra to get to the stage. Petro Club with a 1-0 win over Floriana, also to move on at this one. Going to go with a draw here, 1-1 in the end. Really tight, quite hard to decide. Let me know what you think down below. Moving forward, Levski Sevilla up against PAOK, of course. Levski Sevilla coming out of Bulgaria. Of course, PAOK coming out of Greece. Sevilla coming into this, just 1 defeat past 6, 83% form. PAOK, though, 58% form, just 1 defeat past 5 for them. PAOK with a big 4-0 win over Panathinaikos in a friendly. Of course, Levski Sevilla with a big 5-0 win over Varna, Spartak Varna, of course, to keep themselves doing all right. Okay start to the campaign in the top flight there. Tight this one. I think I'm going with another draw, power draw here, 2-2 in the end, which will be advantage PAOK into the second leg as they bring it back to Greece. AIK Salena coming out of okay, so again, it happens, I don't know why, but anyway, Poltava is actually the home side here, AIK as the away side. But anyway, we're going to get into it. Poltava coming out of Ukraine, of course, Sweden, of course, with the AIK side here. Poltava, though, just a 1 defeat past 6 for them, 58% form. AIK, just 1 win in the past 6 for them, 42% form, heading into this. AIK coming into this, we have a draw against Elfsborg, 2-2 it was in the end. Poltava with a 1-1 draw against FC Lviv, of course, coming out of Ukraine. No odds here. Again, I went with the home side here, but again, because it's the other way around, it might be a different scoreline. But going to go with 2-1 win in the end for AIK Solna coming out of Sweden. Meanwhile, Sparta Prague up against Viking, of course. Let's take a little look at this one. Sparta Prague coming out of the Czech Republic, Viking coming out of Norway. Never played each other though. Sparta Prague just 1 defeat past 6. Actually 1 defeat past 5, 58% form. Viking though, just 1 defeat past 4, 42% form. Heading into this, Viking with a 1-0 win over Lillestrøm last time around. Sparta Prague with a 1-1 draw against Paski. It was a friendly, and of course moving on to this game. How about this then? Of course, no odds. Going to go with my gut. My gut says 3-1 win for Sparta Prague. Of course, advantage to the Czech side heading into the second leg when they go to Vikings Stadium. Meanwhile, Arias Limassol coming out of Cyprus up against NFK PFK. I've got to find that bad boy there. There's Limassol up against, is it Baku? Is that right? Arias Limassol up against Baku. Arias Nefki Baku coming out of Azerbaijan, that's right. Limassol 58% form, just 1 defeat past 4 for them up against the Baku side, just 1 win in the past 5, 33% form for them heading into this. Baku picking up a 4-1 against Qarabağ, that's way back on the 21st of May. Meanwhile, Limassol with a big 4-2 win over Dnipro 1, I think coming out of Russia, Cyprus, something like Ukraine, something like that. Anyway, of course, match taking place on the 21st of July. Going to go with the Cypriot side here, 2-1 win for them in the upper hand, of course, to bring it into the spicy second leg. A tight second leg, of course. Hapoel Beersheva coming out of Israel. Where are they? They're up against Dynamo Minsk. Of course, Hapoel Beersheva, where are you? Of course, Belarus, Dynamo Minsk. Beersheva coming to 67% form for them, winning 4 of the last 6 up against Dynamo Minsk. Also 67% form, just 1 defeat past 6 for them. Of course, drawing a couple of games along the way. Dynamo Minsk with the big 2-1 win over Decic to get to this save. Beersheva with a big 4-3 win over Maccabi Haifa, of course, in the Israeli Cup final there on penalty win to give them some bling there. What do we think on this one? Tight. I'm going to go with the win for the Israelis here. 1-0 win for them at home, of course, to make it a tight interesting second leg, of course, in the Conference League. Cluj up against Escaldes. Let's take a look at this one. Then Cluj coming out of Romania up against Andorra's Interclub des Escaldes. Never played each other though. Just one winner though at the past 4 for Cluj. Not looking good right now. Up against the Escaldes side, they've just won also in the last 4. 58% form heading into Escaldes with a big 1-0 loss against Vikingur Reykjavik. Of course, meanwhile, CFR Cluj with a big 1-0 win over Rapid Bucharest to open up the top flight over in Romania and to get the season off to a fantastic start. I do think they'll win this one as well quite comfortably, 3-1 in the end. Okay, folks, next, of course, we have Istanbul Başakşehir coming out of Turkey, up against Israel's Maccabi Netanya. Of course, never played each other, 75% form. Başakşehir, unbeaten in the last 8 games. Netanya, they're coming to just one defeated past 4, 58% form heading into this match, of course. We're going to go straight into the guts on this one. Going to go with a cheeky win for Istanbul Başakşehir to give themselves a big fat W on this one. Oh, my gosh. Next up, of course, we have FK Gürmel. I know them very, very well from my time on the Champion, on Football Manager. Where are you in this thing here? Gürmel up against Alias Salinaka. There we go. Again, this one's flipped around. Arias from Greece. Belarus's Gürmel, of course, flipped around. 67% form for Arias. They just lost once in the past 4. Up against Gürmel's side, just won once in the past 5 for them. 58% form. Of course, Gürmel, though, picked up a 3-0 loss against Minsk in the top flight there. That was back in the 15th of July. Meanwhile, Arias with a big 2-0 win over Ilnias Nikosia, of course, in a friendly for them. I'm going to go with a win for Arias Salonika on the road here, but even though they're playing at home, so I actually fancy that even more now moving forward. Sepski up against Olympic Ljubljana. Let's take a look at this one. Sepski, of course, coming out of Romania. Of course, Olympic Ljubljana coming out of Slovenia. Sepsi, though, unbeaten in the last 10 games. Of course, winning 5 in the last 6. Because Olympic Ljubljana, so just 1 defeat in the past 6 and 58% form. Of course, Ljubljana with a big 2-0 win over Dividange to get to the stage. And, of course, Sepsi with a 2-2 draw over Craiovia in the top flight on this one. No odds on this one. Could go either way. Going to go with the 1-0 win on the road here for Ljubljana to get the big W on this one. Next up, we have RFCU Luxembourg up against Kudakai. Basically, that's Union Luxembourg up against Kudakai. Where the heck are they on here? Anyway, regardless, we're gonna Kudakai coming out of Serbia. That's right. Luxembourg, they're 58% form for them, just 1 win and 4 up against Krakana side, who pick up 3 wins in the last 6 games for them, 58% form. Kudakai with a big 2-1 win over Novia Pazarta, of course, get back to winning ways in the course of top flight there. Luxembourg with a big 2-0 loss to Metz in a bit of a friendly. Could go either way. I'm going to go with the home side here. 2-0 win for Luxembourg, Union Luxembourg on this one to give themselves upper hand. KF Tirana up against Shinsky Mostar. There we are. Is that right? They're all over the place now. They're pissing me right off. KF Tirana. Okay, that's coming at you on the 14th, on the 19th of July, of course. Tirana without a win in 4 now, of course, up against the Mostar side, just 1 defeat past 6, 67% form for them. Mostar coming to this on the back of the 1-0 loss against Tiraspol, of course, to come to this stage. Dudelange did pick up a 2-1 win over Tirana last time around. I'm going to go with a cheeky on this one, a 1-1 draw. Again, don't really know which way that's going to go or which way it's going to pan out. Anyway, moving on, we've got another All-Star. This one's coming out of Velez, up against Malrun Spartans, of course. Let's take a look at this one. Velez coming out of Bosnia Herzegovina up against Malta's Hamrun Spartans, of course. Never played each other. All-Star, though, just 1 win in 5, 42% form for them. Spartans, though, just 1 defeat past 5 for them, 58% form for them. They come into this on the back of the 4-1 over Alashkert Yevyev, and of course Velez Mostar with a big 1-1 draw against Pushu in the top flight for them on this one. Going to go with a 2-1 win for the hosts on this one. That's Velez Mostar to give themselves the upper hand heading into the second leg. Moving forward, what do we have? We have Spartak Trnava up against Newtown, of course. Newtown coming out of Wales? Is that right? Yes, it is. Spartak Trnava coming out of Slovakia. Never played each other. Just 1 defeat past 6 for Trnava. 58% form. Newtown, though, just 1 win and 6 for them. 33% form for them, of course. They did pick up a 4-2 win over HP Tashavan, of course, to come through to the stage. Trnava with a big 2-0 win over Slate Modichave to give themselves a great start to the domestic league. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win, though, for Spartak Trnava over Newtown. Of course, got it all to do in the second legs. Meanwhile, FK Tulsa up against AZ Alkmaar, another one of the big boys. Of course, coming out of the Dutchlands, of course. Now, where the heck is this match? Is it up here? Where are you? AZ? Alkmaar coming out of the Netherlands, Bosnia Herzegovina's Tuzla City. It looks like, again, AZ Alkmaar are going to be the hosts on this one. I'm just trying to confirm it here. I can't see it. I really can't see it. Oh, no, yep, it is AZ Alkmaar, the host on this one. Coming at you on the 21st of July. AZ Alkmaar just won a few past 5, then 58% form. To the City, though, unbeaten in the last 7 games, of course. Because coming into this on the back of a 6-0 with a Trey Penne. 3 clean sheets on the bounce of them. AZ Alkmaar with a big win over Westerlo, of course, in a bit of a friendly. No odds on this one. I'm going to go with AZ Alkmaar, though. 2-0 win for them on the road. They should be too big and too strong for them on this one. NK Rijeka up against Tunge Gardens. Oh, it's just so many bloody games, of course. Is that it? Rijeka up against Tunge Gardens. Of course, Rijeka coming out of Croatia. Sweden, of course, with Dungardens. Of course, Rijeka with just 1 win in the last 3 games for them. 58% form. Tunge Gardens, though, without a defeat in the last 6 games. 92% form for them heading into this. They have played each other just one time. It was a 1-0 win for Rijeka. That was a friendly back in, of course, February 2017. Rijeka with a big 1-0 win over Zibnic to kick off their domestic flight with, of course, a big win. Tunge Gardens with a big 5-0 win over Vanamo. And that's actually 3 clean sheets on the bounce for them. Tight, airtight. Going to go with the away side here. 2-1 win for them. On the road for Tunge Gardens. St. Patrick's Athletic. They're taking on NS Mura, of course. Let's get into the deep end on this one. Of course, St. Patrick's coming out of Republic of Ireland. Of course, Slovenia. For Mura, of course, never played the 50% form for St. Patrick's. 1-2 lost it and drawn 2. Of course, Mura with 58% form. Just 1 defeat in the past 6 games for them. 58. That's actually 1 defeat past 5 for them. 58% form. Mura with a big 2-1 win over Sinterfall. And St. Patrick with a big 1-1 draw over Dundalk in the top flight there in Ireland. What do we think on this one? I think it's going to be a home win here. 1-0 win for St. Patrick's to keep themselves in the mixer for maybe the group stages, of course. Motherwell up against Silgo Rovers in a bit of a British Isles encounter. Of course, Motherwell coming out of Scotland. Of course, Silgo Rovers coming out of Republic of Ireland. I've never played each other, though. 50% form for Motherwell, winning 3 of the last 4. Of course, winning 3 and losing 3 of the last 6. Silgo Rovers, they're unbeaten in the last 6 games, 75% form for them. Of course, Silgo Rovers with a big 4-3 over Bala to get to the stage. Motherwell with a big 5-1 win over Vortwoods. Steya in a bit of a friendly, of course, as we look forward to the start of the Scottish season not too long ago to go for that one. Meanwhile, Motherwell will win this one, 3-1 win in the end for over Silgo Rovers, of course, to make it a spicy second leg over in Ireland. Meanwhile, FK Valenzina up against Universo Cracovia. I think that's coming out of Romania. Where the heck is that one? There it is. Valnes. Albania, Romania, Cracovia. Valnesia with just 1 defeat past 6 for them, 83% form up against University Cracovia. Back-to-back draws for them, 83% form though. Of course, unbeaten in the last 6. Cracovia with a big 2-2 draw to kick off the domestic flight there. Velenaz Shkoda with a big 1-0 win over Tashkana. It was a friendly, of course, to get to the stage. What do you think about this one? It's very, very tight. I'm going to go with a 1-0 win for the visitors, Cracovia, in the end. And this, my friends, is the final push. 5 to go. We can do it. BAT Borisov. Where are you coming out of? There you are. BAT Borisov. That is actually in Belarus. Up against Turkey's Konyaspor, of course. Never played each other though. 58% form for BAT Borisov. Just 1 defeat past 6 for them. Up against the Konyaspor side. Just 1 win in the past 4 games for them. Don't know which way to go on this one. Airtight could go either way. Going to go with 2-1 win though for BAT Borisov. On this one, Raquel Krskova, of course. Up against FK Astana. Let's get into this one. Where is it? Raquel Krskova. Where are you? Is it down here? Right down here. Up against FK Astana. There. Anyway, wherever the heck they are from, of course, Krskova coming to this winning 4 on the bounce, 75% form up against Astana side, just 1 defeat past 6, 67% form for them. Astana with a big 5-2 win over Shaka Kangai to, of course, be on the top flight there, in there, whatever's going on there. Krskova with a big 1 win over Vatsa Potsan, of course, in the Esklada. Which way is it going to go? Going to go with a draw here, 1-1 in the end. Cannot separate 2 sides, can you? Bloody hell, how many games? We've got to do this all over again. We've got to do this for the second legs. Meanwhile, Brinovic up against Budapest Brugnokia, of course, everyone's favourite. Budapest Brugnokia, there they go. Brinovic coming out of wherever, Iceland, Montenegro's Budapest Brugnokia. Never played each other though. Of course, both sides come into unbeaten in the last 6 games. Brinovic, of course, winning 5 of the last 6, 92% form. Budapest Brugnokia, just 1 win in the last 5 though, 67% form. A lot of draws knocking around for them. They did draw with KF Lapli, of course, to get to the stage. Brinovic with a big 4-1 win over Santa Coloma. Of course, no odds on this one. Going to go with a 2-1 win for the away side here. Budapest Brugnokia with a big W on this one. Next, of course, we have Victor Galmares. They are coming out of Portugal. That's right, we know that. Big juggernaut there up against Hungary's Puskás Akameda. Never played each other though. Galmares unbeaten in the last 5 for them, 58% form. Puskás Akameda without a win in the last 5, 4 defeats, or well, at least 3 defeats on the bounce for them heading into this one. Budapest Academia with a big 2-0 loss to Hoffenheim. Guimarães with a big 5-0 win over Vicente Balearos. That was the last game of the Portuguese top flight. They're going to win this one though, aren't they? 2-0 win for them over Puskás to wrap that one up. And then wrapping up, we have Víkingur up against the new Saints. Of course, Víkingur coming out of Reykjavik, Iceland, up against Wales. New Saints never played each other. Víkingur are just 1 defeat past 6, 75% form up against New Saints. Just 1 win and 3 for them, 67% form. Whatever. Just going to go with a cheeky 2-1 win for Víkingur. That, my friends, would you Adam and Eve it, is it. What a Bobby Dazzler. I'm so sorry we had to do this once. We're going to have to do it all over again. Make sure you smash the subscribe. What an effort by me. I'm going to pat myself on the back because it was bloody hard work. Smash your subscribe, smash the thumbs up, smash the little bell. 45 games, 90 odd clubs from around Europe. You don't see that anywhere else. That, my friends, is it.